If you like hearing about all the upcoming IPOs every week, you have come to the right place. And this is one of those weeks you won't want to miss. Today we'll talk about 6 companies scheduled to go public headlined by some of the community's most anticipated companies: Airbnb, DoorDash, and C3.ai. Welcome to IPO This Week for the week of December 7th, 2020. Welcome to the Healthy, Wealthy, and Wise channel in our weekly feature, IPO This Week, where we talk about all the companies going public for the upcoming 7 days. As always, I want to thank everyone in the community that comes back each and every week to stay on top of all the IPOs. And for those of you here for the first time, my name is Kevin. And if you're into staying on top of all the companies hitting the market, this channel might just be what you're looking for. So definitely consider subscribing and turning on the notification bell. That way you won't miss any videos as soon as they come out. I have to say that we're going to have a busy week here on the channel. Obviously you're here today watching IPO This Week, where I give brief overviews and IPO details on prices and dates on all the companies coming out. And then for some of the companies with the most interest, I'll post more analytical type videos for them as well. And this week we'll have 2, one on DoorDash and one on Airbnb. And both videos will be up before they start to trade, and you'll know those dates because I'll share them with you in today's video. And then finally, we'll cap off this week with a live stream where we'll review and discuss how the big companies did when coming out, as well as talk about anything on the community's mind. I'll give you more details on the live stream in just a bit. But without further ado, we have a list of companies that we need to talk about, so let's get into it. Keeping in mind that while this video is meant to be informative, it should not be seen as a recommendation for you to take any action on any of the companies covered. You should always do your own research or consult with your own financial advisor before making any investment decision. Got it? Got it. So up first we have PubMatic, ticker symbol PUBM. PubMatic is a company that provides a specialized cloud infrastructure platform which enables real-time programmatic advertising transactions. Management believes that their purpose-built technology and infrastructure provides superior outcomes for both internet content creators and advertisers. The system helps publishers and app developers monetize their advertising placement inventory across different devices and platforms. As per their filing, in September 2020, the platform processed approximately 134 billion ad impressions daily, each impression within a fraction of a second. Also in their filing, the company is profitable for 2018, 2019, and the first 9 months of this year. Not something we see very often with IPOs. Revenue continues to grow at a solid rate, and according to a research report by eMarketer cited by PubMatic, the global digital ad spend was approximately $325 billion in 2019 and is expected to grow to $526 billion by 2024. PubMatic looks to have their IPO on Tuesday, with pricing expected to come within a range of $16 to $18. Trading would then begin on Wednesday. Just a quick note to anyone new to the channel, the last column on the screen is the IPO date where the offering is actually priced. Public trading is then almost always the next day. And while we're at it, please keep in mind that information on IPOs can be fluid, where pricing ranges and trading dates often change. So if you see something that has changed since I filmed the video, please feel free to add any updates in the comments. Okay, let's move on to one of the year's big IPOs, DoorDash. The company known for delivering food right to your door will trade under the ticker DASH, who plans to raise $3.1 billion at a $34.7 billion market cap. This is a company I put a video up on the day it filed its IPO. Let me tell you, that was a fun Friday night. If you want more information from the filing, please check out the video which I'll link for you. And as I mentioned earlier, I'll have a comprehensive video on the company coming out later this week where I'll go over all the information we have, plus I'll give you my own analysis on DoorDash and whether or not I plan to invest in the company, and why or why not. So I already have a lot of information out there and we'll have more coming. For today, I'll just give you some highlights. The company, who focuses on delivering food from restaurants directly to your home, has grown substantially over the past few years that was only supercharged this year during the pandemic. They now have a leading 50% share of the US market for food delivery over competitors such as Grubhub and Uber Eats. From a bottom line perspective, the company is still not profitable, but revenue continues to grow as more and more people that try the service tend to keep coming back. Again, I'll have a lot more on DoorDash later this week, but for now, I'll finish with letting you know that the company expects to price their IPO on Tuesday within a range of $90 to $95. Those numbers just got raised from an initial expectation of $75 to $85. Public trading would then begin on Wednesday. Next up is C3.ai, ticker symbol AI. We talked a good bit about this company on last week's episode of IPO This Week, so you might want to check that out if you haven't seen it. Again, I'll link it for you. For anyone new to C3.ai, This company provides software as a service applications that enable the rapid deployment of artificial intelligence applications of extraordinary scale to enterprise customers. Their products allow customers to rapidly design, develop, and deploy AI applications of any type, as well as offer business analysts without data science training to rapidly perform data science tasks such as building, configuring, and training AI models. Some of C3.ai's bigger name customers include Shell, Koch Industries, the US Air Force, Raytheon Technologies, and AstraZeneca. According to their filing, C3.ai reported total revenue of $156.7 million in the fiscal year ended April 30th, 2020, which was 71% higher than fiscal year 2019. Now, growth has slowed down when looking at the first 9 months of this year compared to the first 9 months of 2019. However, much of that seems to be directly related to the pandemic, as many companies put off making capital purchases as their own revenues were being impacted. But going forward, C3.ai sees a total addressable market estimated to be $174 billion in 2020, growing to $271 billion in 2024, a 12% compound annual growth rate. Adding to the excitement for investors in tech companies is the fact that both BlackRock and Capital Research Global Investors look to buy a combined 20% of shares in the offering, as well as Koch Industries and Microsoft intending to purchase a combined $150 million in a concurrent private placement. I'm sure those investments will be seen as signs of confidence in the company and should lead this company to trade higher than where the IPO will be priced on Tuesday, which currently is within an expected price range of $31 to $34. After that happens, trading will begin on Wednesday. Moving on, we have hydroponic supplier Hydrofarm Holdings Group, ticker HYFM. Just to start off with what hydroponics is, it's the farming of plants using soilless growing media and often artificial lighting in a controlled indoor or greenhouse environment. Hydroponics is the primary category of controlled environment agriculture. Hydrofarm's products are used to grow, farm, and cultivate cannabis, flowers, fruits, plants, vegetables, grains, and herbs in controlled environment settings that allow their customers to control key farming variables, including temperature, humidity, carbon dioxide, light intensity spectrum, nutrient concentration, and pH. This allows growers to be more efficient with physical space, water, and resources, while enjoying year-round and more rapid growth cycles, as well as more predictable and abundant grow yields when compared to other traditional growing methods. The company believes that a majority of the equipment and supplies they sell to customers is ultimately purchased by participants in the cannabis industry, though they state that they don't sell to participants in the cannabis industry directly, as more than 80% of its products are sold to specialty hydroponic retailers. I've had many discussions within the comments about the cannabis industry and my concerns about investing in a product that isn't patented by any one company. However, I do think there are opportunities for the companies that support the industry, so this might be one to look further into. Sales are growing at a good rate, and for the first 9 months of the year, the company is showing a net profit, so this could be a company to consider if you want some exposure to the cannabis industry without buying the companies that actually grow the crop. Hydrofarm's IPO is set for Wednesday, with pricing expected to come within a range of $14 to $16. Trading would then begin on Thursday. Next up, we have Airbnb, the name that is synonymous with vacation rentals. Like DoorDash, I've talked about Airbnb in the past, but even more so. So if you're interested in seeing information on their IPO filing or their valuation and trading history on the private markets, you can check out a playlist that I have on the company and can pick the videos that you're more interested in. I'll link the playlist in the description. And also, like DoorDash, I'll put out a comprehensive video with more analysis and my own thoughts on the company before it starts trading, so keep an eye out for that. For today, let's just hit some highlights and some details of the IPO. First of all, the company will trade under the ticker ABNB and plans to raise $2.4 billion at a $31.8 billion market cap. The company is a true market disruptor that has put the traditional hotel industry on notice. As of September 30th, the company reports having had over 4 million hosts around the world in over 220 countries and having 5.6 million active listings. As far as guest statistics, for 2019, 54 million active bookers worldwide booked 327 million nights and experiences on their platform, with 69% of their revenue being generated by stays from repeat guests. The model has caught on with frequent travelers, however, the pandemic threw a big monkey wrench into the operations earlier this year. Business has rebounded high off the lows, but still not reaching booking levels where it was before the virus struck. While the short term could be a little rocky for the company looks to get back on track completely once the pandemic subsides. Again, I'll have more for you on Airbnb right before it starts to trade, so stay tuned to the channel. Right now, we expect the IPO to happen on Wednesday, with pricing expected to come within a range of $44 to $50. We then expect trading to begin on Thursday. And this is where I want to share with you details on our next live stream. After the company finishes up its first day of trading, we'll schedule our live stream for Thursday, December 10th at 7 p.m. Eastern. We'll discuss how Airbnb performed on day one, and we'll also talk about DoorDash, C3.ai, and anything else you guys want to talk about. So definitely mark your calendars. I'm looking forward to talking with you guys in real time, so I hope you can make it. But we're not done yet with this week's slate of IPOs, as last but not least, we have Certara, ticker CERT, whose plans to raise $500 million at a $3.1 billion market cap. This company was founded to accelerate medicines to patients using biosimulation software and technology to transform traditional drug discovery and development. As to what biosimulation is, the technology is used to conduct virtual trials using virtual patients to predict how drugs behave in different individuals. Biopharmaceutical companies use Certara's proprietary biosimulation software throughout drug discovery and development to inform critical decisions that not only save significant time and money, but also advance drug safety and efficacy, improving millions of lives each year. Its software is used by more than 1,600 biopharmas and academic institutions across 60 countries, including the top 35 biopharmas by research and development spend in 2019. From 2018 to 2019, revenue increased by 27% to $208.5 million, and their net loss decreased by 73% to $8.9 million. For the first 9 months of the year, the company is showing net income of just over $5 million. Looking forward, the company sees the current total addressable market for their solutions of an estimated $10 billion today that is expected to grow at a compound annual growth rate of between 12 to 15% annually over the next 5 to 7 years. Certara is set for their IPO to happen on Thursday, with pricing expected within a range of $19 to $22. Trading would then begin on Friday. Okay, so that's the total list of companies coming out this week. It's not a big list, but it looks like a list of very solid companies that just happen to include a couple of household names. It really should be an interesting week watching these companies come out. Let me know if you're looking to jump into one or more of these IPOs in the comments. I'm always interested in hearing what you're thinking. And then going forward, the calendar will stay hot as we still are expecting to see IPOs for Wish, Affirm, and Roblox before the year ends. For those of us that enjoy looking at IPOs, this is definitely going to be a December to remember. Alright, moving on to companies with locked up shares expiring, we have quite a few this week. 8 in fact. First, for Monday, we have Vroom and uCloudlink, and then Tuesday we have half of the list, which includes Lantern Pharma, Generation Bio, the AZEC Company, and Avidity Biosciences. And then closing out the lockup expirations for the week, we have Vaxcyte and Burning Rock Biotech. Okay, so there you have it. Another episode of IPO This Week in the books. If you enjoyed the video and want to see more videos like this, please like it, comment on it, and share with your friends and on any of your social media sites. And if you're new to the channel or just an occasional visitor, we'd love to have you join the community. It's totally free. You just got to press that little red subscribe button. And with that, I wish you a good week of trading. Thank you for watching, and until next time, have a great day.